Hi, in this video we would be building a pipeline to post content automatically on your Twitter accounts. But then why do we want to do this? We would want to, there would be some niches which we would never know until we try to post content that they would grow or not. But then the time and effort that is required to post the same content that is everywhere but then end up knowing that it is not worth the effort is something that we do not want. So we are trying to automate that part, have to pick the kind of niches, create multiple Twitter accounts with different niches, have to set up the content posting automatically, and then see how it grows, and if there is something that it grows, we can utilize it to for some other leveraging purposes such as affiliate marketing or even just sell the Twitter account with followers. Yeah. So but then where do we get the other content from? So that must be a question. So we would be targeting the other social media content of the same niche. This is just replicating what is available on another social platform and bringing it onto the Twitter, hoping that might also work. Yeah, but this is not that kind of a easy. There are some kind of limitation that we have to put, otherwise this would be more like a copied content than something that is not something that would be considered as not valuable and be discarded by the Twitter by our followers. So Reddit is what we would be using for this video. In small, how we would be able to make this happen is that we would be pulling content from Reddit of a niche, and then through IFTT and Telegram we would be posting the content on Telegram on Twitter. I would show you from the beginning how we would pick the niche and also try to go about with the username as well on the Twitter, and how we would establish the how do we configure things on IFTT and Telegram to make this happen at the minimum of the limitation that even these plans offer. I mean, these come up with a trial pack and then would ask us to go to premium, but then we would only want to leverage with the free accounts because we are trying to do the similar kind of a thing for more Twitter accounts. So for that to be sustainable, I think the approach has to be as minimally costed in the beginning, because all we are trying to do is only trying out stuff for now instead of making taking a sure shot approach now at the beginning. Okay, let's get started. Okay, for now we would want the content from Reddit. So we would have to pick one RSS, one Reddit content subreddit. So let's use ChatGPT to help us with the kind of content that we can that would be the most kind of a reach. So let's understand what is the best in that platform, which we can replicate on Twitter. And before we go there, what is that we would want to keep in mind as we go? We don't want to copy content or do something that can be like violate Twitter norms. So also it should not look like copy content that would discourage our users to follow us. So what we would do is pick only text only content, something like the problem with the images and videos is that videos we never know what can be like prohibited kind of a thing, which comes with copyrights. And in images we would most of the images would come with a watermark, and that is a difficult thing to filter out. So what we would be only considering is text, because let's suppose some text is something that can be spoken by anyone, and there's no kind of a attribution to someone that comes along with it. So we would try to leverage it. That's the plan. So we'll ask, actually I did the research, let's see. So what I'm seeing is the most popular content on Reddit, I mean the subreddit, and then I go and check each one of it, whether the content that is being posted is, firstly, that is that something interesting, and is that something in text format. So I try to do it, and also I've also changed to look for only text kind of a content. I found it, and at the last, let's conclude it. Instead of doing the research now, I did it before. This is a subreddit that is more of kind of a life pro tips, which is where people try to give advice on real life kind of a tips. That's about it. And I find that there is only text that is being there always. So to approach a talk without raising it too much, you walk backwards towards it, looking away. This might be interesting. We never know what works. So, but for now, let's try to understand how we can create that kind of a pipeline now. Yeah, and then probably we can spend much more time in research in the sub niches, and then try to multiply it. Okay, so we have this, but then how do we get this data? If there's something changes in here, how would we know that? And that should happen automatically. So RSS is something that we want to look at in this video. So what RSS means, it's just so whatever you see in here, in the kind of it's not a HTML kind. Been previously, when in the beginning of the web, RSS used to be something everyone used to be like looking at. It would contain the data of the page, much more like that. That's it. It's a web page. It contains web page information in simple terms. So whenever there's a new text that is in the same web page, it can view like a publishing thing. So, but then for Reddit, we do not have kind of an RSS inbuilt that comes with social media platform. They do not have it, but in some other websites you can see that there's an RSS button where you can subscribe to that feed. I don't think these have but inbuilt. So I found this. So RSS hub, what this app is done is, what this organization does is that it tries to create an RSS feed for these kind of popular websites like Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, GitHub, kind of a thing. So we'll leverage that for our Twitter, for our Reddit. I think even it gives for Reddit as well. Or else we can use even this. If you want to pull content from other Twitter account, we can use this. Otherwise, 1 minute. Let's check what should we use this, whether we can go ahead with this RSS, or which the platform seems to be presenting itself. Yeah, I mean, if we are trying to get the information from the platform itself, we can use that as well. So what we would be doing is, we have an RSS, but then we should be able to subscribe this. Before that, let's try to create okay, let's first try to bring this data into Telegram. So we'll use IFTT. IFTT is if this then that. What this does is that whenever this it checks every 10 minutes or something for a change. And then pull the data from RSS. Or else we can use, because this comes with kind of a limitation of number of applets that we can create. What we can do is create a new channel on and if we add so this bot can do what we are looking for. We'll make as an admin for this, and how we use this is that we'll subscribe to this. Might take some time, but yeah, we have subscribed to this. And if we want, we can also change the settings how we want. If we want only kind of text only, and we do not want any media, we do not want any media because we don't want pictures that have watermarks. Then we want, so this looks for every 10 minutes if something has changed on the web page. Then we want the post title. We don't want source, we don't want people to know that we are trying to bring this data from Reddit. We'll remove that. Also the author. Why we are doing it on Telegram and not on IFTT directly is that this place can be like a sourcing point. We can add as many RSS feeds that we want. Otherwise, each RSS that we would be using on IFTT would be like eliminating the kind of new applets that we can create. There are only 5 applets that we can create on IFTT for the free pack. Seems like it is taking time, but then it would work. We can disable all the source. We can also change what the text that is coming is containing. It should only contain only feed title and link. We don't want link. Feed title and lip spread link. Feed title bare URL. disable this. Post title, yeah, we want post title, we don't want media. We don't want author. Okay. It's slow but gets things done for us. Okay, once we get the message here, we know. Okay, now let's create a Twitter account for this. But then, what should be the username? That is something that can affect our growth. So we'll ask. I've actually asked Twitter. What you can do is, since this is trained up till March or something, probably it can look for all the Twitter accounts. What you can do is suggest me an SEO looking for life pro tips. It can give you what has to be put in mind, like take into consideration, and also give you few suggestions. You can check if these are available as usernames on Twitter. I see that it kind of up till March it might check, but can't guarantee. But this can be like a new. This can reduce our effort. And then what I did was life pro tip has to be included in the suggestion that it gives. Why? Because we see in this platform that people are starting the words with LPT, but when some new user tries to see our data, our tweets, they should be able to get what LPT means. Probably our username and display picture would be here with life pro tips that can help them to understand what LPT stands for. Yeah, and on trying to see for the best of it, I found this name to be kind of something that is there, that is not yet there, and can be something useful for us. We are not here to consume content, we are here to create content. Like okay, we are done with our thing. Let's connect this with our IFTT. See, we can create RSS feed over here as well, but as I told you, we want to, sometimes we would want to gather data from different RSS feeds. That's when Telegram would be more useful. We are looking for from Telegram to Twitter. Okay, there seems to be some issue with the platform. Meantime, we'll try to connect Twitter. Live pro tip. Okay, we'll go back, we'll check for Telegram integration. Okay, it is trying to okay. You can see we have it is asking for authorize. Authorize. So even our Twitter services, we connected our Twitter service, sorry, Telegram and Twitter services both. Now let's create the applet. Let's suppose this information that is there on Telegram, we should be able to post it on Twitter. We'll create one. New post in my channel. Okay, before that we would have to add this whatever we have created, I mean the new channel. Let me ping this. Oops. You have to not choose group, connect channel, and then add this board to the channel as administrator, and then send me the channel username. Add as administrator. Let's send it in the format that it is looking for. Yeah, now hopefully we should be able to see this channel integration here. it is taking some time to reflect the change that we have done. Yeah, now we can see it. Supposedly we get some post, then post a tweet with image. We don't want our channel name and everything. People won't be interested in that. What we can do is we can let's suppose in future we also want to add images, where we see that we can find some place where there's no watermark. We don't want to miss out on that chance, so we are going on with image. From whatever title text that we have, let's also add this hashtag. Hashtags at the end. Image URL. Okay. Why I try to go back on that is that, let's suppose it comes up with a image URL automatically in the tweet, in the text, then the Twitter automatically tries to download that and post it. This is something that I've observed, and even you can check it if you have some doubt on that. Okay, before we have something that is coming from RSS feed, we can mimic that. There's some text that is coming from RSS feed, and check. Let's suppose let's try to post this and see if we get something. We get the same text as tweet on our Twitter. Okay, I think there's something that we need to edit. We are getting it as URL. URL is not what we would require. We want the text. Follow for now that we have configured there. Yeah, so we got whatever Why is my name here? We can change that, I guess. That can help you. Life pro tips that can help you in trying to go around your life. Otherwise, we can ask ChatGPT. Right, SUV leverage. You can ask required information questions. I think this should be it. This is also, let's include this so that okay. With oh, this seems to be even good. The other thing we can also do is to check what the live pro tip other channels are doing. I can also change the logo. What is this? This is mostly like a community marine art education. Okay, for now. Let's keep this for now. We can also change this, but that's not the priority now. Let we will be, the thing is that we'll only be able to see if there is some change in the subreddit. If someone would post, only we would be able to know then. but then it works. You can I've tried it before. Yeah, I would change the username and all. We can even I would try to create more kind of these subniches. Let's suppose we are not working on this, we go on, but this will keep on posting, and we can come back sometime next time, and let's suppose this can get some audience, we'll see, and then so when we can see uh, to decide whether this works or not, that cannot be like a decision kind of a point. That decision can come anytime. So till then this can keep posting. It might be for years or something. So yeah, I think this can be the right way to approach this, where this niche is not very new, but people can but we also don't want to miss this niche, because this is easy. We are just using a popular niche uh, to pull content that is everywhere. So one of that everywhere is Reddit. Yeah. Okay, see you in next video. Bye.